When water becomes scarce, most gardens fail fast. Leaves wilt, soil hardens, roots stop growing, and harvests collapse. But this wasn't always the case. For thousands of years, farmers in dry regions produced reliable food with a fraction of the water modern gardens use today. They didn't rely on hoses, timers, or constant irrigation. They relied on a forgotten drought technique that works with soil physics, plant biology, and natural moisture cycles instead of fighting them. This ancient drought trick is not about watering more. It's about training the soil and the plant to survive with less. Once you understand it, you'll realize that most modern watering advice actually weakens crops and wastes water. Why do modern gardens, so often fail during drought? Well, modern gardening tends to teach shallow watering. Frequent, light irrigation keeps roots near the surface, where, unfortunately, heat evaporates moisture the fastest. Plants become dependent on constant water inputs, and honestly, they panic the moment watering stops. Ancient farmers understood something we've perhaps forgotten. Water is only half the equation. The other half is how long soil can actually hold it, and just as importantly, how deep roots are willing to go to find it. This forgotten method really focuses on slowing evaporation, locking moisture underground, and forcing roots to grow deeper, right where drought simply cannot reach them. The core of this ancient technique is soil sealing through surface mulch and subsoil compression. When bare soil is exposed, sunlight pulls moisture upward where it evaporates. And when soil pores are disrupted by constant tilling, water drains too quickly and just disappears. Ancient growers solved this by lightly firming soil after planting and immediately sealing the surface with organic cover. This created a moisture barrier that, reduced evaporation dramatically. After planting, soil was gently pressed to remove large air gaps without compacting it completely. This allowed capillary action to move water upward while preventing rapid loss. Then the surface was covered. Mulch is not decoration, it is survival. Mulch was never meant to look pretty. It was meant to protect water. Ancient farmers used thick organic layers to shield soil from sun and wind. Straw, dry grass, leaves, and even crushed weeds were spread 5 to 8 centimeters thick around crops. This single step reduced water loss by more than half. It also cooled soil temperatures, protected microbes, and created a slow-release nutrient layer as the mulch broke down. In modern terms, this is the difference between watering every day and watering once a week. The deep watering rule ancient gardeners lived by. Instead of watering often, ancient gardens were watered deeply and rarely. This forced roots to chase moisture downward. When watering, they soaked soil to a depth of at least 30 centimeters. This usually required 20 to 30 liters of water per square meter, applied slowly so it penetrated instead of running off. After that, watering stopped until plants showed mild stress. This stress response triggered deeper root growth, making plants drought-hardened instead of fragile. Why shallow roots are a modern problem. Plants grown with frequent surface watering never develop survival roots. Their root systems remain thin, shallow, and vulnerable. Ancient farmers intentionally allowed brief dry periods. This wasn't neglect, it was training. Plants learned to explore deeper soil layers where moisture remained stable even during heat waves. Once roots reached depth, crops survived weeks without rain. Another lost practice was building soil that behaves like a sponge. Organic matter was constantly added, not mixed aggressively, but layered. For every square metre, ancient soils contained enough organic material to hold up to 20 litres of water underground. That water stayed available to roots long after the surface dried. You know, modern gardeners often remove organic debris instead of feeding the soil. But ancient systems did the opposite. Nothing was wasted, and well, everything returned to the ground. Clay pot irrigation was really the ancient secret weapon. In the driest regions, farmers buried unglazed clay pots near plants. These pots were filled with water and then sealed at the top. Moisture slowly seeped through the clay walls, directly into the root zone. A single buried pot could, quite impressively, keep a plant hydrated for several days using minimal water. This method delivered water underground, where evaporation was almost zero. For modern gardens, a similar effect can be achieved, by using slow drip irrigation placed beneath mulch, rather than on top of bare soil. Why does disturbing soil break drought resistance? Well, tilling actually breaks fungal networks that transport water and nutrients across long distances underground. These fungal pathways, in a way, act like living irrigation systems. Once broken, soil simply loses its ability to share moisture efficiently. Minimal disturbance keeps soil structure intact, improves water retention, and strengthens drought resilience over time. Training plants instead of pampering them. The biggest mindset shift is understanding that, mild stress actually strengthens plants. Constant comfort, on the other hand, weakens them. Ancient gardens were resilient because plants adapted early. They learned to survive heat, limited water, and unpredictable weather. Once established, these plants required less attention, and, they delivered consistent harvests when others failed. So, here's how to apply this method today. Start by stopping daily watering. Instead, switch to deep, slow irrigation. Water thoroughly then, wait a bit longer between sessions. Cover soil with organic mulch immediately after planting. Never leave soil bare. So, avoid tilling whenever possible. Instead, just add organic material on top and let the soil life pull it down naturally. And, allow plants to experience a bit of mild dryness before watering them again. It's really best to watch the leaves, not the calendar. Why this method matters now more than ever is, quite simple. Water scarcity is increasing and weather patterns are unpredictable. gardens that rely on constant irrigation will honestly struggle. This ancient drought technique doesn't just save water, it, builds independence, resilience, and long-term soil health. Nature's blueprint exists to revive systems that worked long before technology complicated them. This method fed entire civilizations through drought, and honestly, it still works today. If this guide helped you rethink watering and soil, subscribe to Nature's Blueprint, share this with a gardener who struggles during dry spells, and start building a garden that survives when rain disappears.